Hi guys, welcome to our channel DevNode. So today we are discussing the LeetCode problem number 2149. It is marked as medium, but it is an easy question. So the question is rearrange array by an element by sign. What does it mean? So let's read the description. So you are saying you have a zero-based indexing array of nums of even length consisting of equal number of positives and negative numbers. So your array contain equal number of positive and negative numbers. You should return an array of nums such that the array follows the given condition. And what are the conditions? Every consecutive pair of integers have opposite sign. What does it mean? The consecutive pairs have the opposite sign. So it says if this is positive, then next is negative. Then again positive, then negative. Every consecutive pairs has opposite signs. For all integers with the same sign, the order in which they were present in nums is preserved. So we should preserve the order. So here, what is the order of positive numbers? 3, 1 and 2. So in our answer, the order of the positive numbers should be preserved. It should be as it is. We cannot write it like 3, 2, 1, 3. Now the rearrange array begins with the positive number. So it says the rearrange new array starts from the positive number. So these are the three conditions. Return the modified array after rearranging the element to satisfy the after mentioned conditions. Okay, so we need to modify the array. So let's discuss this question. So we have array 3, 1, minus 2, minus 5, 2 and minus 4. Now what it requires, the output it expect is the array start from the positive number and next will be negative. So what is the next negative? 2. So we'll write 2, then positive, then 1, then negative 5, then positive 2, then negative minus 4. So this is the expected output. Now see, let's see, we are satisfying all the three conditions. So what was the first condition? Every consecutive pair have opposite sign. So yeah, opposite signs. First condition satisfied. Now second condition, what is the second condition? We should preserve the order. So what is the order of positive numbers here? 3, 1, 2 for positive, and for negative it's minus 2, minus 5 and minus 4. See what is the order we have here. For positive it is 3, 1, 2. We preserve the order, and same for negative, minus 2, minus 5 and minus 5. We preserve the order for negative as well. We satisfied the second condition. The third condition, array start from a positive integer. Yeah, our array start from the positive integer. Now let's see how we code this solution. Okay, so let's rewrite our question. Array 3, 1, minus 2, minus 5, 2 and minus 4. So we are dealing with positive and negative numbers. So first, okay guys, so can't we just separate this array into two different, one is for positive and one is for negative. So positive we will have 3, 1, 2, negative we have minus 2, minus 5 and minus 4. Now we have these two separated array, positive array and negative array. Now what is our requirement? At index 0 we will insert positive, in index 1 we will insert negative, correct? And again positive and negative. So we need to take care of these pairs every time. So can't we just insert, if our idx is equal to 0, then at 0 we will insert positive, and at idx plus 1, which is 1, we will insert negative, and we keep moving. So let's see how we write this. So this is our positive array and negative array. Now let's see, suppose positive index, we take our positive index 0 and negative index as well as 0. Now our idx equal to 0 as well. Now for idx equal to 0, we will insert nums of idx at positive array of positive index, which is 0. and nums of idx plus 1 immediate next, we will insert negative of negative index, and we increase positive idx by 1, negative idx by 1, but we increase our idx by 2. Why? Because we already covered 0 and 1, so next time we will cover index 2. That's why we will increase it with by plus 2. Okay, so let's see how we write our code. So we write our code while, or we will see our code in the code editor. So this is the so let's discuss the time complexity of this solution. Time complexity, first we will iterate the whole array, whole nums array to create two array. One is positive array and one is negative array. Then we will iterate the nums array to fill it, So there we will also iterate of n by 2. Why n by 2? Why not n? Because we increased our idx by 2, not 1. So we will iterate 0, then 2, then 4, then 8. So instead of 8 iteration, here only 4 iteration. So basically n by 2. So overall our time complexity will be O of n plus n by 2. Now what is our space complexity? We use two different array. One is positive and negative. So this is n by 2, this is also n by 2. So it goes O of n by 2 plus O of n by 2. So overall O of n space complexity. So this is the brute force. Now can we optimize it further? So let's see where is the possibility of optimization. For time complexity, we have O of n plus O of n by 2. So maximum we can reduce. We need to iterate the whole array, so we can reduce it to O of n. But here the space complexity, we can reduce it to constant space. Let's see how. So let's take our example. Let me copy this. We will paste it here. Okay. Okay, so this is our array. Now what we are doing, at index 0 we are inserting positive element, then index 2 we are inserting positive element, then index 4 we are inserting positive element. At index 1 we are inserting negative element, index 3 we are inserting negative element, index 5 we are inserting negative element. Can't you observe something? We can at 0 to 4 we will insert the positive element, and 1, 3, 5 we insert negative element. So we will start, 1 is positive index equal to 0 and negative index equal to 1. Then we will increase this by plus 2, same this by plus 2. So we create a separate array. Suppose this is array and these are the indexing. So let me draw its indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we insert, starting from the positive insert, here we insert positive value, here insert positive value, here we insert positive value, here negative, here negative, here negative. Now iterate. What we got first, positive value we insert at index 0. Now our positive index become 0 plus 2, so that is 2 here. Now comes again positive element, now we insert it here. Now here negative element, we got a negative element. Now negative element, what is our negative index right now? 1, so we insert here 1, minus 1, minus 2 we insert here. Then we increase the negative index by 1 as well. So now next value will be inserted at 2 and 3, at index 2 and 3. So we increase our positive index by 2 and negative index by 2, and whatever the place it comes, whatever the value comes, if it is positive we insert here, if it is negative we insert here. Let's see how we code this. So we we took our index starting from 0, our positive index also 0, and our negative index also starting from 1. Now while our idx is less than n, will start if nums of idx is greater than 0 or equal to 0, we will insert a new array nums of positive index equal to nums of I. Then we will increase this positive index plus plus. Else negative value, we will insert the negative index, insert value at negative index nums of I, and we will increase the negative index as well by 2. No, yeah, by 2, not 1. So both where we increase the index by 2, and at the end we will increase our index value. So what is the time complexity of this solution? We iterate the array just once. So of n is our time complexity. Space complexity of 1, because we are not using any extra space. We are using this answer array, but it is used to store the value. So our time complexity is space complexity of n. So we reduce our time complexity from n plus n by 2 to O of n, and space complexity of n to O of 1. So this is the optimized solution for this question. There is a one more variant of this question, another variant of this question, where here what was the mentioned, even number of positives and negative elements. But what if the positive elements are greater than negative elements, or vice versa, negative elements are greater than positive elements? How we tackle this? So we'll discuss this solution in the next part. So now let's code our brute force and optimize solution. So guys, let's start coding. So first we define nums.n as nums.size, not what we decide. For the first we code the brute force. For brute force we take two different array. One is positive array and one is negative array. Now we will insert the positive values into the positive array and negative into the negative one. So if nums of I is greater than 0 or greater than or equal to, then we will insert into the positive array. Push back nums of I. Else we will insert into the negative array. Now we have values separated into these two. Now let's create answer array. Create answer array of size n. In default value initialized as 0. Now we start our index starting from 0, our positive index starting from 0, and our negative index also starting from 0, while idx is less than n minus 1. Why n minus 1? Because we are using idx plus 1 as well. So nums of idx, we insert first positive and the immediate next value index I plus 1 में we will insert negative index. After we increase our positive index value, then here we will increase our negative index value. Now we will increase our idx by plus 2, because we insert, if idx is 0, we insert 0, we inserted 1. So now next index will be 2. So we are inserting, we are swapping, we are increase it by 2 steps. That's, and we are using idx plus 1 here, that's why we put the limit as less than n minus 1 or instead of n. Now at the end we will return the answer. So this will, we changed the number of index, so no, it's an index, it's answer. Now we will return the answer. Now let's run it. Yeah, so it's run, it passed the example test cases. Now let's submit it. So yeah, so our this brute force solution has been accepted. Now let's write another solution which is the optimal one, because the time complexity of this solution is 1 for iterating all iterator to create positive negative index, then again iterating the answer, filling the answer array. So it took of 2n as a time complexity, and space complexity it took of n, because we are using positive and negative array, n by 2 for positive and n by 2 for negative. Now let's write optimal solution. So what we discussed, we insert at 0 to 4, we insert positive element. So we create two index, positive index starting from 0 and negative index starting from 1. Now int n equal to nums dot size. Let's comment out this part. Okay, now create an answer array of size n, comma default value 0. Start with indexing int I equal to I less than n and I plus plus. If nums of I is greater than or equal to 0, then we will insert at positive index, positive idx equal to nums of I. And we also need to update the, here we will increase the positive index value by 2, and if the value is negative, then we will insert in negative index. Answer of negative index equals to nums of I, and we will increase the negative index plus equal to 2. Now at the end we will return answer. So let's run it. So it passes our example test cases. Now let's submit it. Yeah, this solution has also been accepted. Here what is our time complexity? This loop runs for of n, and we are using no extra space. This is the space used to store the answer. So we reduce our time complexity from of n and space complexity of 1, constant space. So that's it. Please like and subscribe the video if you like the tutorial. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.